about 500 feet, get you turn off the autopilot and you can land it, or whatever you want to. Kind of see, this is exactly how we would do it in real life when we're coming in on the downwind here over Vancouver and they're vectoring us around for the eastbound runway. So a little further, and this is about the speed we'd be at. And then ATC would now say, okay, Air Canada 064, turn left heading of 180. So you grab your heading selector and you turn it, spin it down to 180. And this is a base leg vector. Okay, now what we want to do is start slowing down and start getting the flaps out. So you see on your little green F there, that's the lowest you can be or slowest you can be before you put flap out. And then once you put the first selection of flap out, that bug will move again. So what we can do is we can spin the speed select down to match that bug. So if you turn that down, this little magenta bar, that's your target speed. So that's what the auto thrust will be targeting. And you'll start slowing down, and then what you do is call for flap 1. And you'd say flap 1 and on the gun up. So I'll select flap 1, and then now that bug will move here once the flaps, here's your indicator, once it goes to flap 1. There, and now that bug's moved down. There, now you can continue to spin that speed all the way down to that bug there. So there's our inbound approach on your bottom screen, that pink bar. So that's what we're going to turn into in a minute here. Should probably do it now. So Air Canada 064, turn left heading 130, and you cleared ILS runway 08 right. So that'd be an ATC clearance you get. So this is a good intercept heading, usually give around 45 degrees. And what we do is once we are 1.5 miles cross track area, that's away from the inbound track, we'll arm this LOC, which is the localizer, and that's our track inbound. And then we'll arm the approach, which is a glide slope, and that gives us our vertical track, which is a 3-degree slope to the runway. And then the autopilot will fly that 3-degree slope all the way down to the runway. So there we're in there, so we press that button there, and we'll arm what's called the localizer. And up here on your display, that LOC in white, so that means it's armed, and it'll capture once we get on the track. There we go, so it's captured. Now you press this button here, and that's the glide slope, which we're almost on. And that's armed, and it should go green in a second, because that pink triangle, that's the glide slope, and the pink bar on the bottom, that's your localizer. So what it'll do is it'll keep those both in the middle. It's kind of shot through, but the autopilot will search and find it and keep it center. And if you look out, you'll see sure enough the runway's right there. So now you can spin your speed back. So call for flap 5, go flap 5, and you can start to spin your speed back to about 170 now. So when we do
2,500.
So the glide slope's captured, so now you see we're descending, and it's holding that 3-degree slope, that pink bar, our vertical descent, and then it's struggling to hold the pink one. Should get on there. And then that big green box, so that's the actual runway. So when it's all cloudy on approach, this is all we have to look at. And right about here, we can take the gear down. So we'll put the gear down, and then we'll go to flap 20. And this is generally done right around now, around 1,500, 2,000 feet on approach. Yeah, you can feel it, eh? And then here we'd switch to tower frequency, and we'd say Air Canada, we're clear to ILS for runway 08 right, and they'd say you're clear to landing right, and then once you're clear to land, put all the lights on for landing. And then we'd spin the speed back now to the next step bug to 145 knots. And our target speed for landing is going to be at 135. We have to get one more notch of flap up before we can do that. slow enough. So we'll go right to landing flap, which is 25 degrees. And now we can spin that speed right back to 135 knots. Back to 135.
What's this?
That, yeah, good question. That's the auto land status. So that's land 3. That's telling us that it'll auto land it'll do the auto land. It's all the systems are running properly, and if we want, it'll auto land. And we have to have that enunciation to do a Cat 3 approach. So if we're on a Cat 3 and it's foggy and we couldn't see it land, and that didn't say like that's it. No auto land, we'd have to do a go around and go somewhere else. Okay, so we're pretty much all set to land. And we do landing checklist here, which is we device back, got some little alerts, and then we check the landing gears down. We got 3 green lights for the 3 landing gear. And we earn the speed brakes. And that's about it. Alright, you ready to hand fly now? Okay.
Just lock it in.
Yep, so just disconnect, so put your feet on the rudders, and then press that autopilot button again, press it twice, and just hold it where it's at, put your other hand on the thrust levers, and you just sort of keep it going about the same attitude, same angle. Push the nose down just a tiny bit, tiniest little bit, there you go. A little bit more.
100.
When it says 30, then you kind of pull back just a little bit.
50.
There we go.
30.
It's gonna thrust back. There we go, nice. Your little right rudder, very good. Then you want to pull the reverse up, so grab these levers and just pull them all the way back. Oh, a little further, all the way. Now you'll hear the reverse. You can see the auto brakes are doing their thing. The auto brakes are disconnected, they're actually not doing their thing. So if you want to ease your feet up on the rubber pedals, to the top, you'll feel a pedal up top, and you just press on those a little bit, slightly, and those are the brakes. There we go. Oh, man, hear the reverse. There we go, just keep pressing on the brakes, and we stop. There we go.
Good job.
Nice. Oh,